Welcome to NTR Takeout. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button as well. Today we're exploring a series of clips on the horrific aftermath of Hurricane Helene. Let's keep these people in our prayers, as it could easily be you or myself surviving Hurricane Helene. Let's get into it.
In Irwin, Tennessee, as floodwater surrounded this hospital, trapping more than 50 people on the roof. Early this morning, Helene slammed into Georgia as a Category 2 hurricane with sustained winds topping 110 miles an hour. The deadly storm dumped heavy rains and caused catastrophic flooding. In Valdosta, entire neighborhoods were underwater and more than 115 structures were severely damaged.
We're also trying to get to multiple structures right now that we know have individuals inside. We'll have to literally cut our way into situations like this.
In Atlanta, this family of three and their two dogs were rescued from the roof of their vehicle. Nearby, this apartment complex flooded. Neighbors had to rescue each other. 83-year-old Sam O'Neill was one of them.
But I thought that I would somehow escape it, but I did not. I owe a lot to them.
In Asheville, North Carolina, officials are telling residents to shelter in place as life-threatening floods damaged homes, toppled trees, and knocked out power to more than 800,000 people.
This is one of the worst storms in modern history for parts of western North Carolina.
There have been more than 100 swiftwater rescues across the state. The intense flooding has swept away cars and huge dumpsters. Even propane tanks were seen floating in the water. Business owner Tony Cogiola says his building was underwater.
We didn't have this range of water, and it came that fast. That's what's really scary when you try to be open and you got to move people out.
And speaking of water, this swollen creek back here and the fire hose of rain that we got here in Atlanta turned parts of the parking lot in this apartment complex into a flood zone that reached up to this level right here. And Maurice, that shows how powerful the storm is, because where I'm standing here is 274 miles from where the storm.
This is crazy. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Are they going to hit each other? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Now it's a huge one. Oh, my God.
I am 274 miles from where Helene made landfall. This is not Florida. This, folks, is Atlanta. This is the first tropical system to cause widespread damage like this in Atlanta in decades. And this is right in the middle of the city. Look at this car right here. Look at that. It is all the way underwater. This is the rainwater and also the water coming from a creek back there. We've got a major situation on our hands, and we could still have more rainfall as Helene pushes through. There's a possibility that even after the point where we shot this video, there could be 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts.
She is still screaming, but we got you. We got you. 911, they're coming. You're good. You're good. Oh, man, it's a situation. We will get back to you in a little bit. I'm going to go see if I can help this lady out a little bit more, you guys. I'll be back.
Yeah. All right, Bob. So there's Bob Van Gillen. We were with Bob just a little while ago, and he said, hold on, I'm going to go help that lady in that car. And he joins us right now from one of the areas around Atlanta. Bob, tell us, when we saw you last, there was a lady in that white car behind you, and we could hear her screaming her head off during your live shot, and eventually you said, I've called 911. but the water was rising, and you had to do something. So pick up the story.
Steve, I know that we're swamped here with all the 911 calls because there's so many high water rescues that we've already documented so far, and called 911 in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and you could hear her screaming, right? You could hear it during my live shot real loud, and that's her car right there. Windshield wipers are still on. So I just said, you know what? I realize I'm with you guys. I'm on the air, but I can't let it go.
Yeah, I can't back up right into the guy on my ass. Keep that in mind.
Whoa! Oh my God! Power flashes, eye walls, taking over our location right now.
Guys, that's a roof. Authorities in Florida reported one death linked to Hurricane Helene, with concerns that more casualties might be found later. Rescue teams may take hours to start helping. The hurricane intensified quickly, leading to school, airport, and road closures. Over 70,000 people evacuated from 4 counties, as officials warned of severe damage ahead. Helene is expected to slow down over the Tennessee Valley in the coming days. President Biden declared emergencies in Florida and neighboring states to assist with recovery. In Georgia, 2 deaths were confirmed from a suspected tornado. Florida's governor reported 1 death from a car hit by an overhead sign on Interstate 4. Helene is the 4th hurricane to make landfall in the U.S. this year. Asheville, North Carolina received 8.34 inches of rain, much more than usual. Florida State and Florida A&M universities canceled classes but opened their facilities as shelters for students and residents.
3 people have already died before Hurricane Helene has even made landfall. In Tampa, Florida on Interstate 4, this person was sitting in their car on the side of the road when a massive exit sign ended up breaking loose in the winds of the hurricane and landed directly on top of their car. Luckily, it was only 1 person, but so unfortunate this person was stopped on the side of the road directly in the path of this sign. A little girl who was 4 years old and an older person at 58 were both killed in a car wreck today in Charlotte, North Carolina. State Highway Patrol says this was them trying to get away from Hurricane Helene. They wrecked because of the rain on the road spawned by Hurricane Helene. As the outer bands have already made it to Charlotte, North Carolina, that girl and a 58-year-old man died, and then the 2 and 12-year-old also in the car have life-threatening injuries. If you live anywhere in the path of this hurricane as it moves up through the southeast, please be careful, because this could easily be any of you. And if you know anyone that lives in this path, please let them know to take extra precautions.